Okay, so calculate the simple interest earned and the total balance, round to the nearest cents if necessary. So because you've never worked with calculating simple interest, I'm going to go ahead and go over this. So basically, all you're doing is using that formula that you have, and we're using the one that says simple interest, because that is going to be I is equal to principal times rate times time. So basically, that's the information you're using to figure it out. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So it says $3,700 is what we're using. So that's the principal. Then we're going to multiply that by the rate, which is 5.5%. And then then you're going to do the 5 years. Now remember, the 5.5%, you have to change it to a decimal first. So we're going to go ahead and multiply 3,700 times, what would be the decimal for 5.5? What do you need to do in order to find a decimal? A percent to a decimal? You move the decimal place 2 times to the left. So then you go ahead and multiply that. So 5 times 0, 5 times 0, 5 times 7 is 35. And 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. And we go again. So 5 times 0, 5 times 0, 5 times 7 is 35, and then 18. Then we go ahead and add it. So that's going to be 5, that's 13, 8, 9, 10, 1. So you have 1, 2, 3 decimal places, so you're going to have 3 decimal places. So that means it's $203.50 per year. Okay, it's per year. But now you have to multiply it by 5 because it's going to be for 5 years. So you multiply that by 5. So 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 5 is 25, 5 times 3 is 15, plus 2 is 17. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1, and 5 times 2 is 10. So you have 1, 2, 1, 2. So that means they're going to earn an interest $1,117.50. Now何sometimes they'll ask you to find out how much they'll have in 5 years, and what you would need to do is add the 3,700 plus the 1,017, and that's all you have to do. Okay, so what we're doing today is more about area of a circle. So if you look at this, it's just a regular circle, right? So in order to find the area of the circle, what was the formula we needed? Crickets. A equals pi times radius squared. So in order to find the area of this circle, I would need to just replace the r with 5, right? So we're going to go ahead and do that. So that's 5 squared. And what's 5 squared?
25.
Yeah, 25. Remember, it's not 5 times 2 or 5 plus 5. It's actually 5 times 5. So it's going to be 25 pi. Now, if they just wanted us to keep it as in terms of pi, then we would be done. But we're not done, so we're going to go ahead and now substitute pi with 3.14. Okay, so let's go ahead and multiply that. So 5 times 4,
20.
5 times 1 plus 2,
7.
5 plus 3, times 3, sorry. Okay, now we add a 0, 2 times 4, 2 times 1, 2 times 3. So now we're adding it. So my area is 78 and 5/10 centimeters squared. Okay, so we know how to find area. As long as they give us radius, we'll find area. If they gave us diameter, what do we need to do first? Divide by 2. And then we use the area formula. So what we're going to do now is go to the next part. Now, if you look at this, isn't this part of a circle? Right here? Yeah, because if actually I were to draw the whole circle, it would look like this, right? So right now, what information are they giving us here? The diameter. Okay, so it says, how do you find the area of a semicircle? Because semicircle is also a half circle below.
Half circle.
So what would you need to do?
You would need to divide it by 2.
Yeah, you still find the area the same way, right? So you still find area the same way. So find area of the circle. Then divide by 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and find the area of this circle. So remember, we do need to divide 8 by 2. So that's going to give us what? 4. So then that means radius is 4. So let's go ahead and find the area. So you still use area is equal to pi radius squared. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and replace r squared with 4 squared. So then we have 4 times 4 is 16 pi. Then we go ahead and multiply that. Oh, but before we could do that, can I just divide 16
No.
by 2 and that will be my area?
Yeah. Wait.
No, because you're just dividing 16 by 2, not 16 and pi. So let's go ahead and do the 16 times pi. So 3.14 times 16. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 1 plus 2 is 8. 6 times 3 is 18. Carry, bring down the 0. That's 4, 1, and 3. So we're going to go ahead and add that. So that's 4, 12, 10, 5. So we have 50 and 2400. So is that the area of the semicircle?
Yes. Wait, I don't really.
No, now we have to do what? Divide by 2. Okay, so when we divide by 2, that's going to be 25 and 12. So 25 and 1200 is going to be the area for just this part right here. So your formula would be what? You could tell me what the formula is.
A. No, C. Wait. A equals pi.
A equals pi radius squared
Pi radius.
divided by
2.
2.
Wait. Oh, that's.
So let's look at a quarter circle. So it says, how do you find the area of a quarter circle below? So what would you need to do? Do we still use the same formula?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still going to use A equals pi radius squared, but now we're going to be dividing by what?
3.
Well, this is a quarter circle, so it's 4. So then you're still find the area of the whole circle.
So 6 to 5. Wait, no. Wait, what? I'm confused. I am confused. Okay, so.
You still need to find the area of the whole circle, then divide by 4. So let's do that first. So area is equal to pi radius squared. Area is equal to pi and 6 squared. Is that radius or is that diameter? This 6,
That's radius.
that's radius, right? Because that's a quarter circle. Remember, you have the circle and it's divided into 4 parts. So that is going to be 6 squared. So A equals to, what's 6 squared? 36 pi. And then we could divide it now. So 36 divided by 4 is 9 pi. So now all I have to do is A equals to 9 times 3.14.
Wait, so it's basically like, kind of like you're just doing the original formula divided by like.
By whatever amount you need of it, yes.
Oh, okay.
So 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 1 plus 3 is 12. And 9 times 3 plus 1 is 28. So my area for that semicircle, so it's just this part right here, is going to be 28 and 26 inches squared. So now that you have how to do a semicircle and a quarter circle, then you have this assignment. Okay, but I want you to finish your test first. You will not have homework. This assignment, you'll get it on Monday if you don't finish your test today. Any questions before I give you your test back?